Make mine medium rare. Men really do eat more meat than women. Study says. Climate. Huh. By Melinda Bowling. Oh, okay. Chicago AP. Vacationing in Chicago this week from Europe, Joe Denberger and Nirusa Naguswaran grabbed a bite at the Doghouse Grill, a classic Italian beef sandwich for him. Grilled cheese for her. Wow. Now that's a storytelling. Already better than in the most Assassin's Creed games. Or at least the latest Assassin's Creed games. Okay, I shouldn't be hitting at the Assassin's Creed, come on. Both think the way their genders lined up with their food choices was no coincidence. Women, said Naguswaran, are simply more likely to ditch meat and to care about how their diet affects the environment and other people. And you sure it's not just about their weight, that they might have problems losing weight, they just have problems at, gaining the weight more rapidly and losing it more slowly than they would like. So they just don't eat more meat just because of the weight. I mean, most of the women won't say it because obviously, never ask women her weight or age or whatever. I do not want to put it in the wrong way. That male people feel attacked, said Naguswaran of Netherlands. Netherlands. Laughing. She said she used to love eating meat, but giving it up for climate reasons was more important to her. We just have it in our nature to care about others. Okay. I'm gonna keep reading. I'm not going to mouth it just yet. Not yet. Now, scientists can say more confidently than ever that gender and meat eating preferences are linked. A paper out in Nature Scientific Reports this week showed that the difference is near universal across cultures and that it's even more pronounced in countries that are more developed. Okay. So you're telling me it's pretty much across every culture. Yeah. Alright, let's see it. Researchers already knew men in some countries ate more meat than women did, and they knew that people in wealthier countries ate more meat overall. But the latest findings suggest that when men and women have the social and financial freedom to make choices about their diets, they diverge from each other even more, with men eating more meat and women eating less. That's important because 20% of the planet-warming global greenhouse gas emissions come from animal-based food products, according to early research from University of Illinois. The researchers behind the new report think their finding could fine-tune the persuade people to eat less meat and dairy. No, thank you. Do not tell me what to eat, and do not try to influence my opinion by these facts. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna eat what I like and fuck off. My only concern is to keep my weight and to keep it around 85 to 90 kilos, which I'm failing at horribly. Thanks to this stupid fucking weather. Stupid British weather. Seriously. It's June 14th and the weather here is absolute shite. It is, you wake up in 7 a.m. morning, right? You go brush your teeth, and do your stuff. It's about 7:30, so it's 7:30, and the sky is suddenly full cloudy, and all your plans to go outside are pretty much fucked. Cause yes, I can go outside, however, I cannot go running. Because when you are, if I ran too much, then I would have. And it starts raining. It's not very good for you. It's not very good for you because you can get I forgot the name for it in the English. Being hot and having the liquid pour out of your body and then have a cold rain pouring down on you is not a healthy combo for you. I guess some people say, cold showers are nice and all. However, I mean, if you're under a lot of physical pressure, then it is definitely not good for you. Or it is possible it might not be good for you. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk my health. But I mean, I can always go on the, walks. However, I feel much less motivated to go outside when it's fucking British weather outside. You might wonder what is British weather. Cloudy weather, probably raining, it's ugly weather, and you feel like absolute shit. What was I talking about? Yes, about my diet. Yeah, don't tell me what to eat. And don't try to even convince me. I eat what I like, and period. And you should also eat what you like in some healthy fashion, obviously. And yes, I would definitely eat more vegetables, not really. I don't like vegetables. I would definitely eat more fruits if if their prices weren't, skyrocketing kind of. You've got the oranges whose prices have risen up quite a bit since 2020. I could see, the orange juice I used to buy cost about $2. Now it costs $3, which might not sound too much to you. However, it is a 50% increase in price. Yeah, 50% increase, and that price was in one swing, right? Let's see, I believe it was in April, it cost $2, now it costs $3. Well, more than, it costs like 2.2 or $4. $2.40, now it costs like $3.50-60. That's, like almost like about 50% increase, which is not good. But enough of rambling. Anything that one could do to reduce meat consumption in men would have greater impact on average than among women, said Christopher Hopwood, a professor of psychology at the University of Zurich, and one of the authors of the paper. The work was funded by Mercy for Animals, a non-profit dedicated to ending animal agriculture. This should tell you everything about this organization to never ever give it money. Ending animal agriculture, yes, and what are you going to replace it with? Bugs? Obviously bugs. And you think bugs don't have feelings? Just because they are small, that you can just trample over them, that you can eat millions upon billions of their brothers and sisters, you can just eat them because scientists said that bugs have no feelings. Yeah, they do not feel pain or some other bullshit like that. Idiots. This would definitely not harm the lower income countries. Definitely not. Hopwood said he's not affiliated with the organization and is not an advocate. The researchers asked over 28,000 people in 23 countries on 4 continents how much of various types of food they ate every day, then calculated the average land animal consumptions by gender identity. Just say fucking sex, bro. They use the United Nations Human Development Index, which measures health, education, and standard of living, to rank how developed each country was, and also look at the Global Gender Gap Index, a scale of gender equality published by the World Economic Forum. Read more. This is such a pain. Oh yeah, there's more. Alright, keep reading. Jesus, this is painful as fuck. They found that, with 3 exceptions, China, India, and Indonesia, gender differences in meat consumptions were higher in countries with higher development and gender equality scores. The large number of cultural diversity of people surveyed is a real strength of this, said Daniel Rosenfeld, a social psychologist at UCLA who studies eating behavior and moral psychology and was not involved in the study. Whatever. The study did not answer the questions of why men tend to eat more meat, but because men work out more, they have more muscles. Where do you think those muscles came from? Because they eat more meat and they work out afterwards more. Like if you eat beef, then you just feel more energized. You'll probably feel more energized and you'll want to work out more. And you'll be able to do more sets, probably. Yeah, that's what good beef does too. You'll be able to work out more, as it was shown as I saw it on it is individual, obviously, and I'm coming from the experience of I forgot his name. He has a short channel on the YouTube, the Two Brothers or whatever, who were, gained a massive amount of subscribers from doing these like Shaq versus Gordon Ramsay, grilled cheese and shit like that, or Snoop Dogg, fried chicken versus Gordon Ramsay's fried chicken type of thing. I think it was something reviews, biased reviews, something like that. I do not know. So yeah, he once did a diet that Jordan Peterson was talking about, and he said that he felt more energized when he ate only beef throughout the day, and he even went for another working out session. So he had 2 working out sessions in one day just because he just felt really good and he felt really energized. So yeah, that's also one of your reasons why women do not eat. I mean, why is that is different? Because women don't eat as much meat and therefore their bodies are simply, they are weak. Like there's no sugarcoat in it. I mean, women are generally somewhat weaker than men in raw strength. That's a fact and you can deny it. If you want to be strong, if you want to have raw strength as a female, you should definitely eat more meat. And you need to fine tune your workout session so you don't gain weight, obviously, or don't gain weight much, like to the point of overweight or anything like that. Because I mean, you have to be at least average weight for you to actually get some muscles. You can definitely be a slim person. However, you definitely need a bigger, better discipline to properly strengthen your muscles and your body in overall. The study did not but the idea of men as hunters is intertwined with culture, Rosenfeld said. What? That's a good example of another theory, which is that social norms shape gender identity from an early age, and thus how people decide to fill their plates. I'm pretty sure women in the early ages, like thousands of years ago, also ate a lot of meat. Like people simply probably don't understand it. Yeah, like back then, like people did not have such a large and diverse table before them. Meat, vegetables, fruits. Like this was not a luxury for our ancestors. But even the idea of men as hunters is intertwined with cultures. What does this have to do with men eating more meat? I have no idea. Rosenfeld, who said he stopped eating meat about 10 years ago, said his own experience is hanging out in college. As a guy hanging out with other guys' friends, illustrated the cultural pressure for men to eat meat. If they are all eating meat and I decide not to, he said, it can disrupt the natural flow of social situation. No, it cannot. You're just silly. And if it does, then either you are not a good friend or they are not good friends. Like whatever you eat is yours business only. Unless it's really bad for you, it's like unhealthy, then yeah, obviously, if you have good friends, they will definitely try and stop you from eating any naughty stuff. However, this is just a silly argument to make. The same cultural factors that shape gender influence how people respond to new information, said Caroline Semler, a professor of psychology at the University of Adelaide in Australia, who also studies meat eating and social factors like gender. Semler, who was not involved in this study. In some of her past works, she studied cognitive dissonance around eating meat. I'm not sure what cognitive dissonance is. They probably won't explain it here. In those cases, she said women presented with information about poor animal welfare in the livestock industry were more likely to say they would reduce their meat consumptions, but men tended to go other direction. Obviously. Whatever. I mean, it's your head. Whatever floats your boat. One participant said to me, I think you guys are trying to get me eat less meat, so I'm going to eat more, she said. Yes. This can definitely be a conclusion. Zemler said, meat can be important to masculine identity. Oh, here we go. Noting, for example, the popular nation of men at the grill. And she said presenting eating less meat as a moral cause can be a sensitive issue. Still, she said, people should be aware of how their food choices affect the planet. Here we go, masculine identity, of course. If you eat more meat, you're masculine. Yeah, like, I have not heard more nonsensical argument in a long while. Oh, probably just only before we read the Twitter bizarre. After that, probably my mind is going to explode. However, yeah, no, eating more meat does literally nothing to do with your masculinity or anything like that. This is completely stupid argument to make. Obviously, there are minorities, alright? Generally speaking, no. And I speak generally. I'm not going to talk here about like 1% or 0.5% of the population that feel more masculine because of it. Yes, there's more than 1%, alright? You do not have to type it in the comments. However, still, it stands. Like when I eat fucking meat, when I eat pizza, whether I eat, grilled chicken, whether I eat burrito, whether I eat kebab, I do not feel fucking masculine. I eat it because I want to eat it. And because it's tasty. There's no fucking masculine feeling about it. Like, wake up, bro. Wake the fuck up. Should be aware how their food choices affect the planet. So what? So should our ancestors be, aware what their food choices how their food choices have affected the planet? It is whatever. We eat what we like, and that is correct. Even if it hurts the planet. It matters not. As long as our footprint emissions from the industry is still this high, especially from India, China, and the USA, nothing is going to change to begin with. So this discussion is pointless. Masculine identity. Shut up. Men are a tough nut to crack, Hopfood said. Well, I can definitely sense the agenda here. Jose Lopez, another diner at the Doghouse Grill, said he thought men should eat less meat, but said that in general he has observed otherwise. We are carnivores. Men eat like savages, he said. Okay. Alright, I'm not gonna tell anything about it because I know my own diet, obviously. And I do realize that US has a problem with obesity. Obviously, however, it is not stated here that people who are obese, who have problems with eating and just eat way too much, should eat less. No, it is worded generally, and I am part of the generally. And generally, fuck you. I'm not a fucking savage, lol. I eat once or twice per day when I'm actively trying to keep my diet up. Yeah, once or twice a day. And then I eat absolutely nothing. So I keep my weight in check. Jesus Christ. And this is it. Alright, so a complete nonsense of an article. Well, not an article. I'm very happy for the article. I'm glad that she wrote about it, alright. I'm happy she brings awareness to these sort of studies which are nonsensical in general. How if they were voiced specifically at some group, at the obese men, America has problem with obesity, and it should definitely be handled. So yes, obviously these people should eat less meat and should generally have a better diet. However, voicing this at the general population is going to do jack shit. It's only going to anger them, as it angered me. Man masculinity, like, fuck off. What a fucking trash thing to say. Like, eating meat masculinity, like, my mind is literally melting at what I just read. Moving on, this was definitely an article.